Brother Shaheed had told me previously, my brother is Brother Murad Muhammad, who's the fourth biggest boxing promoter in the world behind Don King, Bob Arum, and Butch Lewis. He used to be Muhammad Ali's bodyguard. I can send you some pictures of him and Muhammad Ali if you want. I said, what you mean? He said, man, my brother is the one that started the boxing program in Rahway State Prison with James Scott fighting on NBC. I just told him about you. I said, what you tell him? He said, man, if we can get you out of the feds, we might get you out. So we called my cousin Roach Brand, because Roach and the director was real tight. So Roach talked to the director. They talked to the warden in Leavenworth, and they said, if he give us 6 months clear conduct, we'll get him back on the interchange agreement. We'll send 3 dudes from Lorton to the feds to get him back. Under the premise of we're going to start a boxing program. Roach said, man, be cool, just wait. We got you. Roach on the street, he home then. So Roach got the director and mayor and them in his pocket. My mother, the whole family saying, you coming back, man. You coming back, they're going to start this program. I beat a homie with a baseball bat on the yard. Bust his head on with a bat. And because he was stabbing my partner. They sent me to Marin. I go to Marin in Ronald Jennings Bay, and Malik Farrakhan's brother, Uncle U, is doing all the legal work for all the homies. Me, Gene Cunningham, Terry Stedman, all us come back under the DC code for the Department of Corrections not affording us a hearing for the sentence to the feds, right? That's how Lack came back in 82, was up to jail with me and Eddie Matthews. That's how Eddie met Cadillac when he came back on the same thing, right? So anyway, make a long story short, little brother, I come back in 1981 under the premise that they started a boxing program like they had in Rahway State Prison with James Scott. Murad Muhammad, he come down in a stretch limousine, met the warden, Benny Hodges. So Benny Hodges had to get it approved through the social director and the director. Then it got to go to Corporation Council, DC Council, and eventually to Marion Burr. At the time, Marion Burr's wife, Corey Masters, was in charge of the boxing commission in DC. That's how I got my license. So Brother Shaheed used to come down, stay with my sister Mona Lisa. They used to come down and see me in limousines. So everybody in the city is talking about me getting the opportunity to fight pro, and they started a program in Lorton like they got in Rahway. So Ham, Finley, Midtown, all the gyms, Norman Johnson House of Champions, Simon Brown, Maurice Block and them, Latin Connection, all the gyms coming down at the time working. That's how Pringle used to fight all the time, because he just fight on all the cards. Pringle was like one of the best fighters on the hill at the time in his weight. So Tommy Hearns came down, 81. Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray fought that year. So we wanted Sugar Ray to come down, but Ray didn't come down. So since Tommy was in town to fight Ray, he came down with Emmanuel Stewart and his team. And Pringle got in the ring with him, Joe Sweat, Marshall Hollingsworth Bay, and Jack Johnson. The dude Chase, who's in charge of reg race, told Tommy, people say, don't put him in there with him. He said, this dude fight 175 and hit like a bull. He said, Tommy got a $5 million fight coming up with Ray. Can't take a chance of him getting hurt. So Jack Johnson working, Pringle working, Sweat working, Marshall Hollingsworth working. And Tommy gave all his equipment away, robes, trunks, gloves. And that's when he fought Ray the first time in DC. So when all the gyms come down to support me, First, they brought Tim Blue Walker down. Blue was like number 13 in the world at the time. Tim, he's fighting pretty weirdly and all of them. One of the best fighters out of DC. Look him up, Tim Blue Walker. And he had a fight coming up in Atlanta City, so Ham brought him down to put on the exhibition with me, so everybody could see it, right? And Ham said, "Fly, I'm telling you, man, Blue got a fight coming up. Don't." So Pringle got in there with him first. They put on the exhibition. Black Papa was my trainer at the time. So me and Tim Blue Walker get in there. He tried to knock me out, at the fair, in front of everybody. My mother, my woman, my daughter. He was so slick. He tried to knock me out, I broke his jaw. Ham cussed me out. "You mother, I told you Fly had a fight." I said, "You see what he did? He gave me such a slick move and pulled me to the ropes and grabbed the ropes with his left hand and swung and come over top with the right hand. Bam! Right on my jaw." I said, "All right, Blue." Papa said, "Let it go. Let him have it." Man, I was lifting him up off the canvas, So after that, everybody in the city talking about that. Everybody was there. Everybody came to see it. Michael Fowler was in the wall with all of us. So eventually, Murad Muhammad and his team wanted to see me in the ring. So when all the gyms came down, these are the scouts to see who they want to pick to turn pro or if they really wanted to sign me. I worked 3 dudes that day. Murad said, "Sign me." He also signed Darren Reese and Jack Johnson the same day because he liked how they were. Darren was 1/3 out of Valley Green, can run fast, slick. So he signed me, Darren Reese, and Jack Johnson for professional contracts. You only can get 66% of your purse. The lawyers and the trainers get 33%. Benny Hodges, who was the warden, was my manager. Leon Smokey was my trainer, and Black Papa. The agreement was 15 pro fights. My 15th fight, they was going to take me to Broadway to fight James Scott on NBC. I was 11-0 as a pro. November 82, I got stabbed in the back. The dude that stabbed me subsequently got killed. I don't know who killed him. He got killed. That killed my boxing career. So my nemesis, Bill Plout, the guy who I told you hated me, used to always send me back to the feds, he got the boxing contract suspended. But brother Shaheed Muhammad used to come down, stayed in touch. So once they killed my career, that's when me and your father used to be together every day. So look, yeah. So in 1985, I told you I went back to the feds from Marin when we had the little thing in the wall, the little ride. And they killed Lack October 82. I got hit November 82. So I don't want it to be no confusion like I'm running nothing or shot callers because I was under Lack, Earl Coleman Bay, white man. You know, when you're young, you're a young upcoming, when you're a young gun, you make your own bones. You get your rank by your work that you put in. You follow me? So if I come up under some legendary dudes, when it's my time to step up, when it's my time to lead, you got to be ready for it. See my point? So when I come back in 85, Lack had been dead 3 years. I'm on a mission. Because those that were still in the feds when I was in Lorton, when it happened, they took care of their business. You follow me? So, and this is why in 86, when the little race ride jumped off in Terre Haute, when I got hit. You know what I mean? It wasn't that I was sleeping or dropped my guards. It's just that they had some help by the police. You know what I mean? And that's when Ike and them was there. And you got all the paperwork where they said I was transferred because they said I retaliated when I got hit. I ordered dudes to get hit. You know what I mean? But you know what you know, because if you know your history and you know the protocol and the code of conduct, we know what we need to do, right? Father?
Yeah.
So this is how I became a pro, Brother Murad Muhammad out of New Jersey. In fact, he was inducted to the Boxing Hall of Fame in Atlantic City last year. I can send you pictures of him or Muhammad Ali. He started off as Muhammad Ali's bodyguard. And he eventually became a world-known boxing promoter. But me and his brother, Shaheed Muhammad, we still in touch. I love that brother, man. He's a beautiful Muslim. We calls each other, and I let him know, man, when I tell the story, I'm going to make it known. How, if it don't be for you, I would never became a professional boxer, because when he told his brother about me. So that's pretty much, man, how my boxing career started at 12, and Dog McKinney and Brodus was two of the only two dudes that beat me in Lorton. Dude named Charles Smith beat me in Lorton. I lost 5 amateur fights. And like I said, I was letting me know as a pro. It's in my PSI. I can send it to you. Everybody.
So these 11 fights as a pro, they occurred where?
In Lorton. I might fight. See, when Dwight Braxton, my boxing promoter, Murad Muhammad, in April '92, he had Dwight Kwawi Muhammad, who was formerly known as Dwight Braxton, come down, see me at one of my pro fights. That's when Dave Jacobs came down with his team, who used to fight Ray. I think you got a picture of me and Dave J shaking hands. That's Dave Jacobs, Sugar Ray Leonard's trainer. When he was talking to the Washington Post, they was asking him how did he like my performance that day. And he was saying, man, the man supposed to be the champion of the world. He said, man, there's nowhere in the world because he come down to support me, because we had the same boxing promoter. You know what I mean? And man, it's just a shame that all them dudes you got on the wrecking crew picture with me, man, the Chick, John Henry, Fred Eggy. Ain't nobody left with me, Ed and Tony Harris. That's on that picture. You know what I mean? That means something. Wilbur Cook gone, Chick gone, John Henry, Fred Eggy, all of them, man. But everybody on that picture could work, Eon, and had to work. You couldn't come down there and suit up if you're going to be ducking some work. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know. Tony Harris got so shy when I was fighting pro. He used to be one of the only ones who wanted to get in the ring with me when everybody else was ducking. Tony said, let me get in there with him, start him off. You know what I mean? Tony Harris could fight, man. And was shy because he learned how to fight in Lorton. And he had so much heart, he ain't duck nothing. Even when we used to go on the little boxing trips, Tony used to say, Fly, let me start the fight, so put me in there first. You know what I mean? So that's how my career started, Eon. That's how I ended. But you know, when you're in the feds, man, it's always going to be somebody from another state or another city that can fight. And if you can fight, sometimes you got to see them. Sometimes they're going to call you out. Sometimes the homie instigate fight. But that's how I wanted to question to Yaya. You know what I mean? And yeah, they tried to put that joke in the cell with Lulu. Lulu was waiting at the door. Well, what happened was, he was on the hill when I was boxing in the wall. But they used to come back there and train with us in the wall, and we used to go on the hill and train with them. But they used to have boxing matches on the hill a couple of times a month. So I used to have to go out there with them and fight and get on the card, right? So they'll bring me out there. But he had a good team. He had Daru and them supporting him from the street. And once they seen that I could turn pro in Lorton, they try to do the same thing. So what they wound up doing when they Daru and I mean, they eventually got him to go in for an institution time cut in the prison in Lorton. See, when you get an institution time cut, the warden got to write the director got to submit it to the mayor, and the mayor submit, and once it go to the, if you in DC Superior Court and you got DC code sentence, you can get an institution time cut. If you got life, 15 to 45, 10 to 30. So he wound up getting the time cut from the same judge I had when I gave my 75 life back, Judge Annis Wagner. So because they sent in a proposal that a model prisoner, a boxing champion, had numerous fights in Lorton, met world champions, Simon Brown, Maurice Block, used to come down, train with us, fight on the cars with us. So that's how he got an institution time cut, so he can go over minimum and come fight in the street. And that's how he got in the street. He got an institution time cut by Judge Annis Wagner, who was my judge. And they say he eventually was training down, Cedar Hall, Oak Hill somewhere. Say he was training the youngsters. You know, he was giving back. And it's just a shame, man, that, you know, dudes like me, bro. Peachtree is the first one went on the street and turned pro that came up with us. Tree could fight so good. When he came on the street, he went straight out Palmer Park with Sugar Ray Leonard and them. He used to take Sugar Ray, how to take him shopping, show him how to dress and everything. I think you got a picture of Peachtree in the gym over in Palmer Park with Sugar Ray Leonard and them when he fought pro. So he went on the street, turned pro. He the first one come up with me, Eddie Mathis and all this, and went on the street. Tree could fight, man. Tree could fight. He used to beat me and Rose at one time, till we just outgrew him. You know what I mean? Sometimes, Eon, your natural gifts and your natural talents outgrow other people that you come up with. You know how you might be a young dude, you might fight a dude in junior high, and neighborhood, every time you see him, y'all fight. And then it come to a point and say, he can't with me no more. He can't with me. You know what I mean? So either you can get bigger than him or stronger than him, but sometimes your natural gifts and your natural talents come out, because the more you work, the better you're going to get. Also, in order for you to really come to your true potential, you got to fight the bad things around you, man. You can't duck nothing. And that's why as soon as, man, they brought the team behind the wall, me and Eddie Wilson and them, they say, you got to fight bros. I said, I'll fight. You know what I mean? We hugged, we fought. Second time we fought. But man, I miss them brothers. I miss bros. I miss Peachtree. Miss Wilbur Cook. So many. Black Papa, who was my trainer. They used to call him Papa the Stop. He used to be one of the best middleweights in the Lord. He was training me back in the 70s, him and Charlie Wise Bay. And that's how I got good. And that's who put me in the ring with Dog McKinney when Dog came back. The legacy continues, young brother. You know what I mean? When I came back to Lorton in 88, they kept me in the wall for a couple of years because of the Brodus thing. When my lawyers got me out, they sent me over to Center 2. The first thing the warden said was, you gonna train this boxing team? They ain't won nothing since I've been the warden over here. All they want to do is come down there and wait. He got me a brand new ring, all boxing equipment. And I started the wrecking crew too. I trained Tommy Lay, Lord Robert Mercer, Wheeler Bay. I had the best boxing team in Lorton. You know what I mean? So I wasn't only known as one of the best fighters in Lorton, I was also known as one of the best trainers ever trained the boxing team in Lorton, because we was knocking everything out. See, I was training my boxers like pro. I had little Rick Jones out of Valley Green. Darren Reese came in. I had Darren. I had Tommy Lay. I had Gregory Ballard, who they used to call Young Tyson, was a pro. Fought Tim Witherspoon, Greg Page. He fought Greg Page, who used to be the WA heavyweight champ, and Greg Ballard, Jerry Ballard. I mean, Big Jerry. They used to call him Young. He fought Greg Page, and they fought to a draw. And there's nowhere in the world this dude wasn't supposed to be the heavyweight champion of the world. Can hit, man. We used to go in there, Eon, me and him, and would leave us back up. We went so hard one time, the police ran out there and jumped in the middle of the ring and grabbed us. That's how you can hear the punches all the way throughout the whole gym. I wouldn't back up, he wouldn't back up. Everybody said, Fly, you never see the amazers, man. You still get in there with these youngsters. That was 93. But I started training them in 92. 93 is when they locked me up to set me up for this Kingpin case. My last pro fight was 93. That wasn't a pro fight, it was a pro exhibition. They brought some pros down. And because they still was bringing, fighters down. It was exhibition. It wasn't no fight on the books. And I put on an exhibition with a pro they brought down. What's this dude's name? Came down with Midtown and Ham. But they should bring down Kenny Bazemore, who fought Floyd Mayweather's Uncle Roger Mayweather. Kenny Bazemore named to come down. I used to call Ham personally, get him bring his fighters down. Old man Finley. I just had to pay him something, you know what I mean? But I kept my fighters active. Right now today, I can call any of my fighters, man, and say, hey, man, as soon as I get to the gym, they say, we're going to be there for you, man. We're going to be there. All you got to do is call us. We're going to help you train whoever you want. So this is my goal, brother, is to get a gym, train with some fighters. I done had several offers since I've been home. Several offers. People want me to train, come to gyms. But I got to pick the right one to fit me, you know what I mean? But that's my passion. I love it. It's my first love, boxing. I got a grandson named Kyrie. He's boxing right now. He done put the gloves on with me. So I want to train Kyrie, man. And a lot of my buddies and friends, they got a lot of friends and relatives want me to train their grandsons and nephews and sons. I'm constantly getting offers, man. So we're going to see what it do. We're going to see what it do. And at the end of the day, man, I have to live vicariously through somebody I train. Because I want to walk down that aisle one day and DC going to get us another champion, man.